First, I would like to thank the organizers for choosing this great venue. This is the very first exciting time in Japan, Tokyo, and at Q2B conference. D-Wave is the practical quantum computing company. We define practical computing, quantum computing, as delivering product and services that help enterprises and customers to be able to save cost or generate revenue in quantum applications today. D-Wave was founded more than 20 years ago, and with that comes a lot of firsts. We were the first company to install a quantum systems in 2010, and we helped Volkswagen to launch one of the first quantum applications in real time to optimize the routing of taxis and bus shuttles. In 2018, we published a paper in Nature to show quantum effects in quantum annealers. We launched cloud services to deliver real-time access to quantum computers through the platform that we call LEAP. Over the years, we realized that a lot of our customers try to solve large problems, and we developed hybrid systems to allow customers to solve much bigger and much more connected problems using classical and quantum resources. In 2020, we also launched our new Advantage system with more than 5,000 qubits and more connectivity than before. In 2021, we showed that for simulation of certain magnetic systems, we showed 300 million speed up over path Monte Carlo, quantum Monte Carlo method. With all that history comes a very good base of customers that use our system for building quantum applications. NEC, Denso, BBVA, Accenture, Save on Food, Volkswagen are just some of the examples of customers who are using our system to build quantum applications. D-Wave is the full product stack company. We deliver systems, quantum systems with 5,000 qubits called Advantage system. We are also developing our gate model program, which will be a multi-phased approach to delivering this system in the future. But we're continuing to advance quantum annealing technology as well. On top of this Advantage system is the LEAP, which is the cloud service that allows real-time access to quantum computer and all the hybrid solvers and classical systems that are within our cloud services. Ocean, on top of LEAP, helps you be able to create applications and programs efficiently and with low cost at very good speed. On top of all of this, we also have the D-Wave Launch Program, which is a professional services model that helps customers understand the technology, understand use cases of quantum computing, and be able to assess what use cases are suitable for their industry and accelerate getting those use cases into implementation and early production application. We've created, ourselves and our customers have built applications in many different industries. I'll just highlight 3 of them. Logistics, pharma, and finance, which are the verticals that you heard about a lot today, and you will continue to hear today and tomorrow. In logistics, a company is using our hybrid system to schedule employees. This problem ends up having 500,000 decision variables, and it's very complex. And it has many business-specific constraints that needs to be adhered to. There's an application that we have built with one of our customers called Wisebox, and they've changed their name. Sorry about that. What they do is they deliver products from farms to customers directly without any centralized depot. That becomes a very complex problem because you cannot really store products anywhere, and you have to navigate going from multiple farms to multiple customers all at the same time. In the pharma section, we have multiple applications all around research in drug discovery. I'll go into details of protein design, but one other example is molecular docking, which all help generating more leads for during drug discovery phase and improving the rate of finding suitable drugs. In finance, portfolio optimization is one of the most studied problems in both classical and quantum optimization. I'll touch on one of the use cases soon. There are also multiple applications in fraud detection or detection of generally fraudulent activities in transactions, as well as offer allocation and marketing optimization. So let's talk about one of the use cases by Volkswagen, who is, early on used D-Wave to optimize the routing to reduce congestion of shuttle buses. One other application that they've worked on is paint shop optimization, and they started with one simple case, and then they're extending it to more complex scenarios. In this use case, imagine you have a fixed sequence of cars coming into the paint shop, and they need to be painted a specific color. And if you don't choose your strategy carefully, you end up changing the color many times. And in order to change the color, what you actually have to do is to drain the paint and refill with a new color. And that generates a lot of waste. So by finding an optimal assignment of color to each car, you can reduce waste by 80% using D-Wave hybrid technology. So the next use case is portfolio optimization for BBVA, conducted by BBVA and Multiverse, both users of D-Wave system. So in this use case, you essentially have the same portfolio optimization problem that you're probably familiar with. You want to allocate and buy assets to maximize return by keeping risk below a certain limit. Now, this is a slightly different because you do that dynamically by keeping in mind that over time, your understanding of expected return and volatility of assets changes. And when you want to make that change, going from one set of assets to another, it's not so easy because it comes with a cost of transaction. So you want to find the best strategy, but at the same time maintain the cost of transactions as low as possible, as well as satisfying all your other constraints and objectives. So this work in particular was conducted using D-Wave and Tensor Network, which was developed by Multiverse. These are the only two algorithms that were able to solve the problem at the largest scale with all the assets involved. They also compared it to multiple classical techniques and also gate model methods. Of all the methods, D-Wave was able to conduct the experiment on the largest system in only 170 seconds to find 60% return with 15% volatility. So our next application is a set of use cases that Save On Food, which is a grocery chain in Canada, that works on optimizing all the business critical many business critical use cases related to grocery optimization. So these are logistic optimizations, which the specifics of I cannot disclose at this moment. It reduces the manual time that the company currently implements from 25 hours to merely 2 minutes using D-Wave Hybrid. One thing that is interesting, this was a direct engagement between D-Wave and Save On Food, and from ideation to implementation, it only took 2 months. The next example is Menton AI, working on designing proteins for therapeutics. So they work on small proteins, usually from 100 to 1,500 amino acids. They've used a hybrid solver to be able to optimize the configuration and as well as changing the amino acids to be able to search through the space of all possible proteins given a fixed backbone. So it's kind of like a protein folding, except that the backbone is fixed. So this is a very challenging problem, and they were able to tackle larger problems that they were able to do classically before, using hybrid technology. I also would like to mention some of the applications built by Japanese customers. For example, Denso has built a D-Wave application for route optimization, Recruit for feature selection and machine learning and data analysis, and recently for TV ad commercial optimization to be able to come up with more diverse targeting of ads for viewers. Grover-Knox and Mitsubishi, they've developed a waste management optimization application, entity data on smart city applications, and Sigma I for employee scheduling. And there are also many others, which sadly I will not cover. This is the roadmap that D-Wave released last year, which talks about all the full stack of activities that we have from quantum systems all the way to application development. So first of all, we will continue to advance the annealing technology. In fact, I'm very excited to tell you that we've released Advantage 2 prototype, which is a new system that I will talk about more in the coming slides. And we'll focus our growth on connectivity, reducing noise, and increasing coherence in quantum annealing. At the same time, we will also develop our gate model program in a multi-phased approach by validating qubits, validating error correction. On the software side, the Leap and Ocean together will continue to support quantum annealing and add gate model computing to the set of softwares that allow users to build circuits as well as quantum annealing model. In our application domain, we will continue to work with customers and work on our own on the research line to discover more use cases for both quantum annealing and gate model computing. So I mentioned hybrid computing a few times. It's a system that runs on both classical and quantum resources to solve practical problems with nearly 1 million variables. We noticed that a lot of problems involve constraints, and many users come up with their own method to convert constraints to, for example, Ising-Hamiltonian model. We looked at these issues, and we released a new hybrid solver last year to address this issue. So now users can easily define constraints and track whether or not these constraints are satisfied. Overall, we support 1 million variables and 100,000 constraints. Advantage 2 prototype was released in June. It's a small system with 563 qubits and a 20-way connectivity. as compared to the past with Pegasus that was 15, the new topology called Zephyr has 20-way connectivity. But also we've increased the energy scale. In the past, energy scale and connectivity were trade-off. So if you increase the number of connectivity, you lose energy scale, but this is no longer the case. We've designed a new type of qubit that allows us to increase both at the same time. In the full product, both will be part of the Advantage 2 full product in the coming years, but we also separately we're working on a high coherent system which will be integrated to Advantage 2 as well. So before the closing thoughts, I wanted to highlight the partnership of NEC and D-Wave. This partnership brings NEC's leadership in technology integration and D-Wave's leadership in quantum computing together to help expand quantum computing globally. We have integrated the powerful NX Aurora in our LEAP platform, and it's available to select Japanese customers at the moment. In the future, we are planning to expand this access so that everyone globally can benefit from quantum, hybrid, and classical resources. And in the future, we will work together to bring application-specific solver and platform to help customers build more powerful applications. So I touched on some of the key differentiators of D-Wave. We are known as a quantum annealing company, but that is going to change. We'll be known for the only company that does both quantum annealing and gate model computing. We are a full stack provider. We're from software all the way to professional services model where we help build everything for customers. We have a real-time quantum cloud service. Responses are available within seconds when you submit a problem to our system. We've built 5 generations of quantum hardware, and this shows our ability to deliver. We've demonstrated 3 million times speed up in certain quantum simulations. So in the last minute, I will leave you with the list of things that you can do to get us started today. If you're interested, contact D-Wave. You can read about the launch program and how we help customers accelerate their quantum program and quantum journey. You can look at the list of applications. There are also many open source examples that can show you how you can build applications using hybrid. LEAP is free to sign up, and you will get more than enough for experimentation for free. And you can also check out our quantum training program. And with that, thank you.